Spring is officially over and summer has officially arrived. We've got ways to make sure your children can stay safe as the temperatures heat up.
Another hot Friday, Saturday, and Sunday coming up across East Alabama. We will have the complete weekend forecast coming up.
Coming up in sports, I'm at Choccolocco Park where the USSSA State Tournament continues this weekend. We preview the games for tonight and also look ahead at the rest of the weekend as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Mike Stedham has the evening off. It is the first official day of summer, which means temperatures will be rising above 70 degrees on a daily basis. But outside isn't the only place heating up. Within about half an hour, your car can get up to 115 degrees. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says heat stroke begins when the core body temperature reaches about 104 degrees. A child's body temperature can go up 3 to 5 times faster than adults. So when a child is left in a vehicle, the situation can quickly become dangerous. In 2023, 29 children died of heat stroke when left alone in vehicles. A child can die when their body temperature reaches 107 degrees. Ben Nunley, Public Information Officer for the City of Jacksonville, talks with EAN News more about this dangerous situation.
As the heat starts to rise, you can get your car up into 120, 130 degrees, really getting up to unsafe temperatures. And when you have somebody in a car like a child or even especially a pet, they're not able to regulate their body temperature. When you can't regulate your body temperature, you start to, almost like you have a fever, increase your temperature to the point where it can become very unsafe. If you hit 106 degrees, you are in danger of losing your life. And it's not hard to do that in a hot car, especially small children who, if they are very small children, they can't even really move. Children in car seats need to be taken care of. They need to be taken out of the car. We would say don't leave your kids in the car if there's any way you can help it.
Nunley also mentions that there is a way you can help prevent car deaths from happening if you were to walk up on a situation of someone needing help.
If you're a resident, if you're somebody who sees a child in a car or a pet in a car and you're not sure about what's going on, try to use your best judgment. If you see that there is a child in distress, if they look like they're confused, they're profusely sweating, they look like they're in danger, go ahead and call 911. Follow instructions, let them know what's going on, and they'll be able to help you kind of walk through that. Some people will leave a note on their car, especially for their dogs, and say, don't worry, air conditioner's on. So kind of try to use your best judgment.
A couple of rules to follow for car death prevention are never leave a child in a vehicle unattended for any length of time. Make it a habit to check your entire vehicle, especially the back seat, before locking the doors and walking away. Place a personal item like a purse or briefcase in the back seat as another reminder for you to look before you lock. And teach your children that a vehicle is not a play area by storing car keys out of a child's reach. When we come back, Jacksonville is getting ready to enjoy a summer evening on the square.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
This Friday evening, starting at 7 p.m., Jacksonville will be having a third Friday event on the square, and it's going to be a fun-filled night for families to come hang out and participate. Southland Soul, a local band, will be performing live on the steps of the new City Hall. Jacksonville Public Information Officer Ben Nunley tells EAN a little more about Southland Soul and why citizens should come out tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow night we're going to have Southland Soul, which is a local band, 7, 8-piece band sometimes. They come out, they play rock, funk, soul, a lot of really good, feel-good music, very family-friendly. and easy to come out and just enjoy. They'll hang out, they'll talk with you. They're really cool people. We're going to have them playing out here in front of City Hall, I believe either on the steps or just here in front of the steps, and they're going to entertain for about an hour and a half, I believe. It's a free event. You can come out, bring a chair, bring something to eat, bring something to drink, grab something from over on the square and hang out with us for a little bit.
When we come back, we'll tell you about a fun event for all ages coming this weekend to Anniston.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The city of Anniston is having a heritage festival that will be held in Zen Park in Anniston this Saturday, June 22nd. The festival will be from 2 until 10 p.m. and is a family-oriented event designed to provide a safe and fun-filled day for citizens of all ages and cultures. There will be entertainment provided by Billboard Top 10 R&B artist Life Jennings. There will be games for youth, food vendors, arts and crafts, and ample security throughout the day. The city of Anniston is asking citizens to please be aware of street closures on Saturday for the Heritage Festival taking place. The closures will include the following streets: West 13th Street to Gurney Avenue to West 14th Street to Moore Avenue, and Moore Avenue to West 13th Street. They'll begin closing the roads at 7 a.m. Saturday, and streets will reopen after 11 p.m. that evening. Well, summer has certainly come in with quite a bit of heat. John Holder joins us now to tell us what we can expect in the days to come, which includes the weekend. John?
Katie, hot is the word again this weekend all across East Alabama. We will talk about how high the temperatures are going to rise coming up next.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
As you saw earlier here on EAN Local News, pediatric vehicular heat stroke, that's a real thing. And at this time of year, we want to pay a lot of attention to that. This graphic right here is going to give you a lot of great information. When temperatures are in that 90 to 100 degree range where we're going to be for the next several days, the percentage of deaths at that temperature really averaging about 40% for what we're going to see over the next several days. Over 900 children have died inside hot vehicles just since 1998. And the inside of a car. We're going to talk about this in depth in just a moment. It heats up very quickly, and death can occur in as little as 10 minutes. An average of 37 children are dying in the United States every year by being left in cars and suffering pediatric vehicular heat stroke. Again, children's bodies heat up 3 to 5 times faster than most adults. This graphic will tell the entire story. We are looking at temperatures for the next several days across East Alabama that will be in this 90 to 95 degree range. And it only takes 10 minutes with temperatures in that range for a car to heat up to about 110 degrees on average. In 20 minutes, it's 120 degrees. In 30 minutes, just half an hour, about 130 degrees or so, and in just 1 hour with temperatures like we're going to see over the next several days, the car temperatures can heat up to about 135 to 140 degrees. It does not take long. Make sure that you check those back seats for not only children but also pets as well, as we talked about yesterday with the heat that we have coming up for the next several days. And speaking of the heat, today right in that range that we talked about. The high was 92 degrees today. That's a little bit above the average for this time of year. 65 for the low this morning, a little bit below the average for this time of year. 99 our record high temperature, the record low at 55. The sun rising tomorrow at 5:34. And today, of course, is the first official day of summertime. Summer arrived this afternoon at 3:50, and today is the longest day of the year. More daylight today than any other day of the year. And that sunset tonight, not until 7:57 at 3 minutes before 8 o'clock tonight. Weather on your street on this Thursday night. Alpine View right off of Rainbow Drive in Gadsden. Mostly clear skies tonight. The low dropping down to 67. Most of the evening, though, we're going to be in the 80s across East Alabama. Coming up tomorrow, let's take a look at your Friday. Mid-90s returning to East Alabama. 94 for the average high tomorrow. Dogwood Lane in Pleasant Valley. Get ready for intense heat. Plenty of sunshine, no rain in the forecast, and those temperatures rising, as we said, into the mid-90s. An important weekend forecast coming up. It's summertime in Alabama, and we've got more intense heat. Bruce Street in downtown Hobson City. Plenty of sunshine for the weekend. Temperatures in the mid-90s. What we're talking about here is we're talking about only about a 20% chance or less of seeing a late afternoon, early evening scattered shower or thunderstorm with heating of the day. So we're leaving that pretty much out of the forecast for the weekend across East Alabama. Here's the 7-day forecast, and you're going to see very, very small chances for rain coming up. None tomorrow, less than a 20% chance on Saturday. The high remains at 94. About a 20% chance of a shower on Sunday. The high 95. Away from those storms, it's going to be hot and humid. Heat index values over the weekend into the early part of next week will be well over 100 degrees. We do have some good news beginning next week. Monday through the rest of the week, it looks like we're going to see those rain chances basically double to about 40 or 50%, but the temperatures are not going anywhere for most of the early part of the week next week. Still 94 to 95 with heat index values way over 100. Nighttime lows well into the 70s. Maybe a little bit of relief as far as temperatures go coming up next Thursday at about 87 for the daytime high. I will be back here tomorrow morning with your Friday Day at a Glance at 6 a.m. Then join us tomorrow night for EAN Local News. We'll have the complete forecast for the weekend for all of East Alabama. Coming up next in sports, Namath Pitts continues to be all over. Youth baseball tournaments going on here in the Oxford area, and he's got all of those highlights coming for you right now. Namath?
Thanks, John. I'm at Choccolocco Park where the USSSA State Baseball Tournament for youth kids is taking place. The tournament started last weekend with a couple age groups, continues this weekend with different age groups. Today, 8U, 9U, 10U hitting the field. 14U will start this Saturday. The USSSA Tournament will be played at 6 different parks. Now you've got Choccolocco Park where I'm at right now. Right up the road at Oxford Lake, games are being played at Earl Martin at Oxford Lake and also being played on fields A through D on the other side of the park. Games are also at Pell City and Lincoln today, and then games will start tomorrow at Fort McClellan at the Anniston Complex. Now with that being said, we talked about most of the games yesterday, but let's look at the games that are taking place right now and will continue through the rest of the night. Now we're going to take a look at the Gold Division games. So let's start with the gold bracket games and start with, well, the first game we're going to take a look at is the Montford Lions, whose 7U team is hitting the field tonight where they will face off against Central Alabama. So Montford goes head-to-head against Central Alabama. Also tonight, again, these are games that are being played right now or will be played as you're watching this in a little bit. Alexandria's 8U team will hit the field where they will go head-to-head with Arab Green. Also tonight, Hoax Bluff. How about this? Gulf Shores makes the trip all the way up here to really eastern, kind of central, northern Alabama, and they go head-to-head with Hoax Bluff in the 8U division, so the Eagles of Hoax Bluff will play Gulf Shores. Also tonight, Piedmont Gold's 8U team will hit the field in the gold bracket where they will play Curry. How about both White Plains 8U teams are in the gold bracket? South Bibb will play the White Plains team coached by Coach Cagle, and then Northport will play the White Plains team that is coached by Coach Johnson. Let's move to 9U, the gold bracket games for 9U. Alexandria, the Valley Cubs, very busy today. They are playing Alex City in the 9U division. Also tonight, Oxford Blacks 9U team will hit the field, and they will be playing Enterprise. Again, another team from South Alabama playing one of our local teams right here in East Alabama. Also, again, Alexandria hitting the field again. This time, the 10U team, they're playing at Oxford Lake. They'll be playing over at Earl Martin, where they will be going head-to-head against Central Alabama. So we have two teams playing Central Alabama, Mumford 7U and Alexandria 10U. And then the final gold bracket game tonight is the Ranburne Bulldogs 10U team, who is going head-to-head with Raglan, and that game is being played tonight. Those are all the games that are being played tonight. Now, the action continues tomorrow. We're going to be right back out here tomorrow, where there's going to be a lot of other teams that hit the field. So we're going to tomorrow we're going to update you on the action from today, and then also preview the action for tomorrow as we get into the weekend. Youth State Baseball, USSSA happening 6 different parks here in East Alabama. We have the latest right here on East Alabama Now. That's going to be it, though, for EAN Sports.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and we thank you for watching today. We especially want to thank those loyal viewers who have qualified for our Ultimate Summer Giveaway, and that's going on now through the end of June. Our newest group of top engagers includes Karen Langley, Crystal Langston, April Doggerel, Mike Sandifer, Roger Baker, and Teresa Towns. You guys are all in the drawing for the giveaway, which will be held on our local sports show, The Locker Room, on July 1st. Now, it's still anyone's prize, so continue engaging, liking, and commenting on our news and sports content. Also, like our East Alabama Now page and all of our giveaway sponsors' pages as well, so you don't miss anything. We'll continue to call out our top fans who engage every day until the end of June. You can be entered more than once, so keep engaging on our posts and content for the Ultimate Summer Giveaway from all those local businesses. Along with the giveaway, you can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube and on a variety of sites, including our website, the Calhoun Journal and Newsbreak. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Friday for your news on your schedule.